Hello everyone, and welcome to this series where we have reviewed all the IPL franchises. But now we are going to discuss a very important topic, the uncapped Indian players, and who are going to be potentially some of the costliest buys at the auction table, what the teams are looking for, especially what the scouts are looking for. And to discuss this, we have our special guest Varun with us once again. So
Hello.
Varun, welcome to this show. And the last time we did a collab, the video reached 1K views. So hopefully the same thing will happen this time also.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Yeah. So without any further delay, let's start with the uncapped batters and some of the names that everyone is talking. Is first of all, let's talk about this guy, Shubham Dubey from Vidarbha. So he is the only left-hand batter that everyone is talking about. He
Uh,
plays in the middle order, and there are franchisees, especially like Lucknow Super Giants, Rajasthan Royals, because they have released Devdutt Padikkal.
right.
And then there's other franchises who are looking for that middle order left-hand batter. So do you think that he's going to be very hot commodity given his numbers and the strike rate that he plays?
See, IPL is a format. It's a platform for these kind of players to first of all just come in and do their thing, show what they're about, show what the world what they're on about. So yeah, now just looking at Shubham Dubey's stats, it's absolutely impressive. And now a lot of teams are going to be looking for the middle order players. Might be a backup, or he might be just an absolute fitting into the lineup. But someone like Shubham Dubey, who's also performing on the pitches that the players are going to play in the IPL, he's gonna put up a lot of value for the side as a domestic player as well. And as a base price from 20 lakhs onwards, right? I think that just provides a greater aspect for the teams to go ahead and bid for him as well. So yeah, I think he's a great option.
Yes, yes. And now another option that everyone is talking about is Samir Rizvi. The guy has very good consistency. If you look at his average, he averages around 50 and
Right.
gets really good finishes, but his strike rate is slightly at a lower side compared to Shubham Dubey. But that with that consistency of 50 and the strike rate of 135, that makes it around 185 of my Hasi index.
Right.
Samir Rizvi, do you think he's also going to be a very hot commodity?
So, from what I see in this auction, the batters are not really the perfect batters you see with the other teams as well. They're not the complete package just yet. And these guys are still young. I think this auction is mainly just, who, just give those knocks, but they can't really convert them into just big ones. Those are the kind of players which are in the IPL auction. It's just my personal opinion. But for Samir Rizvi, he seems like a number three player to me because of the strike rate and the way he's consistently scoring runs. It just reminds me of someone like Kane Williamson from Sunrisers Hyderabad. So I'm looking at Samir Rizvi in that kind of way, like a number three batsman. So I think it's going to be perfect for him if any team buys him.
Yeah, and definitely I see that GT can go for Samir Rizvi if they opt for Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan as their opening pair,
Yeah,
and they can go Samir Rizvi at three, and they can have an overseas wicket keeper somewhere at 5 or 6 as a finisher. So that's one of the potential options or potential franchises for Samir Rizvi. But apart from these two, there are some other names that are going on in the cricket Twitter. If you see Chirag Gandhi, Subhranshu Senapati, Himmat Singh, all these are experienced campaigners for their respective states. But if you look at their numbers, the strike rates are not that impressive, neither the averages. But do you see teams going for experienced guys like this just as backups?
oh yeah, as backups, yes. And again, there aren't really a surplus or the right amount of good batsmen you can see in this IPL auction, and there's only so many domestic players you can go for as well. So these are some few names that IPL teams can obviously go for. Of course, the strike rate is a bit concerning, but keeping them as a backup and maybe it's someone who you can trust because you can see how many games they've played and how many runs they've scored for their respective teams. So I think as a backup, they'll do just fine.
Yeah, yeah. So out of all the batters, two names that stand out is definitely Shubham Dubey and Samir Rizvi. So now let's move on to some of the exciting wicket-keeping options that are available, the uncapped Indian guys. So first of all, there is this name Kumar Kushagra from Jharkhand. He hasn't played that many games, but He's there, and he's there in the especially the practice games of many franchisees. Then there is this guy Urvil Patel, G. Ajitesh, LR Chetan, Harvik Desai. Like most of them are right-hand batters, wicket-keeping batters. But if you see the numbers, there are some of them that like completely stand out as compared to others. Urvil Patel is definitely there. G. Ajitesh is definitely there. So what are your thoughts on this, and which franchisees can go for these guys?
I think first of all, GT they need a replacement or at least a backup for someone like Ridhiman Saha because they've been opening with him since the past 2 years. Right, you can't just continue keeping him on as the opening slot. He's getting older, right, and we don't know if he's gonna perform or not every time for the Gujarat Titans. So as you said, maybe Sudarshan and Gill can open. So if that's the case, they would need another wicket keeper, a backup wicket keeper if Saha isn't available. So yeah, so GT is a team, and if you're looking for finishers, because a lot of these guys I see are finishers just because of their strike rates, they have some immense talent, right? So someone like Sunrisers Hyderabad, our team, they need a number six or number seven because we've been lacking that kind of a power, right? And I think whichever team really needs a finisher wicket keeper, they can go for him. And just from Jitesh again, he might have a low average, but the kind of he has immense power. That's what I see in him. He hasn't gotten many chances as well, but whenever he did, he showed that he has the skill, he has the potential to hit the big ones. So hopefully, he does get many more chances going on in the future.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And if you see, like Urvil Patel, he was there
Yeah.
with Gujarat Titans in the last season, but they released him this time. And if you see Gujarat Titans, they need another wicketkeeper guy. Delhi Capitals, they need a wicketkeeper, Indian wicket-keeping option. Kolkata Knight Riders, they definitely need an Indian wicket-keeping option.
Right.
There are a lot of franchises who will show interest in Urvil Patel or guys like G. Ajitesh, because KKR's top order is really stacked up, they may
Correct.
need Ajitesh at play at seven or something. And then there is this guy Bipin Saurabh, very consistent guy from Bihar, plays as an opener. So he averages more than 40, plays at a strike rate of around 140 as an opener. So do you see that he can fit in one of the franchises, especially like KKR, where they need an opener plus a wicket keeper?
Right. I think yeah, he fits into the KKR setup very nicely. And as you said, they do need a wicket keeper. And I think most of their overseas quotas are filled in as well. So they might not get a overseas opener. So someone like Bipin Saurabh, yeah, I think he's gonna be good. I think with the kind of consistency he's showing with the average and the strike rate, I think it's perfect for an opener just like that. And especially KKR have a camp where they really, provide good stuff for the domestic players, right? They have a domestic coach right now as well. So I think Bipin Saurabh, he just fits in that team very nicely.
Yes, definitely. So if you look at the overall set, so the three players, the three wicket keepers that stand out are Urvil Patel, G. Ajitesh, and Bipin Saurabh. And all of them are right-hand batters, are very flexible in terms of where they can play as an opener or as a middle order batter. And there are at least three franchises that we can name that need Indian wicket-keeping options. So let's keep an eye on this particular set, and definitely these three players will get sold. So now let's move on to bowlers. And if you look at the bowlers list, just the good bowlers list, they are kind of missing, and most of them have put their name into the all-rounders category. So if you look at the spin bowling options in uncapped category, there is Manav Suthar who is available, there is Pulkit Narang who is available. But I think what are your thoughts on the uncapped spinners that are available?
Uncapped spinners. I mean, see. First of all, I think a lot of teams do need the spinners. They need backups, and some teams like RCB, which have no sorts of bowling lineup at all. I think even with the low budget, they have to force themselves to go with someone like these kind of players, right? Especially like Manav Sutar. I think slow arm left orthodox, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. I think as you said, these kind of players they don't come really often, right? So these kind of players that can be really, really valuable to any team. And looking at Narang's stats, the economy and the strike rate, I think that just points out very well. So some teams like as I said, RCB, I think they might just be forced to go ahead. I think more teams are looking after their pacers. That's what I feel, especially death bowlers, because this auction doesn't really have the death bowlers, I would say. And there were only a couple like Harshil Patel, Chetan Sakaria or Yash Dayal, right? So you have very, very limited options, and I think the paces are gonna get more money in the bank this time around more than spinners.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe Mumbai is another franchisee where they don't have
Correct.
top quality spinners, and Pulkit Narang may find a home in Mumbai Indians.
Yeah, I mean, again, as you said, most of the players they have listed
Yeah,
themselves in the all-rounder list,
yes.
right? So you can only see three here, so we can't really say much about these three. I think when we go on to the all-rounder list, we can say a lot.
Yeah, definitely. But as of now, let's say that Pulkit Narang is one of the top guys whom team will keep an eye on, and probably Mano Suthar because he kind of brings that capability which is not available in the auction in terms of quality. And then there is another guy, Basit Bashir, the left arm fast medium. And if you see most of the franchises, they want a left arm pacer, but there aren't many quality left arm pacers available. So he can be one of the options for the franchisees. So now let's move on to the exciting category that's of all rounders. And if you see, a lot of players have listed their names as all rounders, and some of them haven't even bowled in T20 format, but still they have listed as all rounders. So let's talk about the first guy, Arshin Kulkarni. Like he's there, he's trending everywhere. He's the batting all-rounder, pace batting all-rounder from Maharashtra, hard-hitting guy. Strike rate is very impressive. Can bat at 7 or 8 for franchisees depending on their need, or can play as an impact sub. Then there is Atit Sheth and Ramandeep Singh. All of them are of similar category. So do you think that this is the kind of skill set that franchisees are looking for right now, especially with the impact player rule?
See, I think for India, there aren't many good all-rounders going around right now, and especially the pace all-rounders. And now here you see someone like Arshin Kulkarni, right? And Ravi Teja. These guys, pacers and all, they call themselves as all-rounders who can also bat. So I think that's what the Indian team needs first of all, and that's what the IPL team needs. There isn't a surplus and there isn't enough players who have this kind of capability. So I think these guys are gonna break the bank, in my opinion. With the base price of 20 lakhs, even if they go towards 2 or 3 crores, that's a huge, huge deal for them, right? And also these players, Atit Sheth, Ramandeep Singh, these guys are just phenomenal, right? I think their consistency and especially Ramandeep Singh's strike rate. He's played for the Mumbai Indians before, and we've seen his talent, we've seen his power. I felt like Ramandeep Singh should have stayed with Mumbai Indians at least as a backup for Tim David, but I guess it's lucky for the other teams that Ramandeep Singh is into the auction. You won't find as much of a talent as him. Now you have someone like Shah Rukh Khan who might just go above the 10 crore list. But then you have Ramandeep Singh, who I feel, who can exactly replicate what Shah Rukh Khan will bring onto the table. He has some great power hitting skills. So I think Ramandeep Singh is a player to watch out for. Ashutosh Sharma is another one, and Ravi Teja is another one. I think as an SRH fan, I want a local lad in my side. So I would like to see Ravi Teja.
Yeah, definitely. And if you see the kind of skill set that most of these guys bring, so in the list, most of them you find that these are all pace all-rounders. You won't find that many spin all-rounders available in the auction, which is also kind of a surprise. If you see, there is Arshin Kulkarni, Atit Seth, Ramandeep Singh, Manwant Kumar, Ashutosh Sharma, Ravi Teja, Abhimanyu Singh Rajput, all of the good guys are pace all-rounders, which is a kind of very rare commodity. And right now we have all of these guys in abundance. So it can be a very good auction for all these guys. But if you see from a like SRH perspective, because you are a SRH fan and they already have Nitish Kumar Reddy, so do you think they'll go for another proper all-rounder, or they'll go for a bowling all-rounder, especially like Ravi Teja because he's a local guy?
Correct. So yeah, I do feel they might just go after the local guy Ravi Teja because he's shown up at the trials last year and this year as well. So he's impressed the coaches. Impressed the camp. So mostly we might just go after Ravi Teja. We might have some competition with CSK or MI. But we do have the so we might just get Ravi Teja. I'm just hoping we do get Ravi Teja. And another thing is we do need the finishers. So, someone like maybe Ramandeep Singh can also be one of the targets for us, if we do miss Shah Rukh Khan, because he is also in our targets. That's what I'm hearing. So, Ramandeep Singh. Ravi Teja and someone like Arshin Kulkarni in the middle order just as a backup, or someone like Rahul Tripathi because he's not been looking in such great touch right now. And we're hearing such great things about this name, Arshin Kulkarni. So maybe him as a backup for Rahul Tripathi as well. So, you have a lot of names. As you said, there's an abundance of these pace all rounders as well. So, there's a lot of talent to be named and a lot of talent to be taken in.
Yes, but where there is demand, there is also supply. But then
Right.
there's another side of it. Like there are some rare commodities, especially like Mushir Khan. He gives
Yeah.
the right hand batting options plus the slow left arm orthodox option. Plus there are guys like Baba Prajit or Raman Dheer or Mohit Rathi who kind of give you that spin bowling options. Yeah, the quality isn't there, but the kind of skill set that they bring is very rare. So do you think that one of these guys can replicate what Pawan Negi did in that auction?
Yeah.
RCB picked him.
um, See, I think there's two names here which I'm really looking at, which is Namanthir and Mushir Khan. I think these two, I think more than Amandir, I think maybe Mushir Khan might break the bank. I think he's also Sarfaraz Khan's brother. Not that it matters, but I think these two do have a lot of talent. And Mushir Khan, he's still young and he's still rising up, right, in the Maharashtra side. So I think Mushir Khan, he's going to be a great player. He might not break the bank as well as maybe Power Negi, but maybe some teams like KKR, as I said, who really do promote good domestic players, they might go after someone like Mushir Khan.
Yes, yes. So Mushir Khan is one of those guys who kind of brings that unique skill set. And then there is another guy who is there in this list and who kind of brings that unique skill set that is a left-hand batter plus right arm fast medium, and that's Manwant Kumar from Karnataka. He was the find of this year's Maharaja Trophy. He played for Hubli. And his bowling in the death was outstanding. He was taking three first, five first, outstanding bowling. Do you think he's the kind of guy, because he brings that left hand batting option, he will be in demand more as compared to guys like Atit Sheth or Arshin Kulkarni?
I think more than the batting, as you mentioned, the bowling, he's been taking a lot of three first and five first, and especially he's been bowling well at the death. I think teams are going to be looking more in that aspect more than the batting because, as I said, there are only so many players that can bowl in the death in this auction, right? So if you have someone like Manwant Kumar who's really impressed you in a league, right, I think he can be a main target for some teams who really do desperately need a death bowler.
Yes. Probably RCB can go for him because they have
Yeah,
released Harshal
of
Patel,
course.
and he also brings the same kind of skill set in a way that Herschel used to bring, but just a left hand batting option. So let's look at the shortlisted 10 players based on this conversation. So Shubham Dubey. So if you can predict which franchise he will go.
Shubham Dubey, I'm expecting maybe somewhere like KKR.
Okay. So I'm going with LSG. I don't know why. Just so next, Urvil Patel.
um, Urvil Patel, a good batsman, a good wicket keeper. Let's see, who needs a wicket keeper? So Gujarat Titans need a wicket keeper. SRH need one. KKR need one. Delhi need one. Maybe Delhi. I'm gonna go with DC.
Yeah, same, same. I'm also going with Delhi. So I had this feeling that okay, he will go with Delhi. So Bipin
Yes,
Saurabh, a wicket keeping opening option. Which franchise needs him?
I'm guessing Gujarat Titans.
Okay. I'm kind of going with KKR for this one.
KKR this one.
Yeah. And then Pulkit Narang.
I'm expecting Rajasthan.
Oh, good one, good one.
Yeah,
I don't know. Somehow I feel that CSK will go
CSK.
CSK will go for him because
Does he fit in the criteria of
no,
CSK?
but like he brings that right arm off break option, which
Okay,
kind of gives them like a backup for Tikshana.
got it.
So and then probably Atit Sheth.
Atish, shit. I'm feeling that it's gonna be unsold.
Okay, okay, let's
Yeah,
yeah,
let's put it unsold.
okay. Somehow I'm going with Gujarat Titans because
Gujarat.
they need someone like Hardik's backup. So probably if they don't find someone, then Atit Sheth can be that guy. And Manwant Kumar.
Manwant Kumar. Left hand, right arm, fast, medium. And on sold.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with RCB on this one. I hope they pick the
Wow.
local lad. Then Ravi Teja, SRH.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll also go with SRH on this one. I hope that SRH really picks this guy. They really need a local lad in this team to give that spice, that flavor. So Abhimanyu Singh Rajput.
I'm expecting either PBKs or RR. Let's go with Rajasthan on this one.
Yeah. I feel like both of the teams have enough fast bowlers. So again, LSG is something where I
Mhm.
see that they need more bowlers. So
Okay.
going with LSG.
Right.
Ashutosh Sharma.
PBKs.
But I feel like they don't make good buys. Like guys, Ashutosh Sharma. Like, like I feel like RR will
RR.
buy him because they don't have Devdutt Padikkal right now. So that
Right.
impact player stability guy at four is kind of missing. So
Okay.
then
I'm
Raman
feeling Ramandeep at a PBKs.
PPKS. Yeah,
I have a gut feeling.
I also feel that okay. MI released him. If MI releases him, then there is usually demand for that guy.
Yeah.
Then maybe Delhi needs batter.
Delhi.
Delhi needs batters, but they'll go for Australian guys.
I'm feeling they're gonna go after Travis Head.
So they won't have budget for Ramandeep. You need guys, teams that have budget plus. Uh,
I think I picked PBKs just because of the finishing role. That's it. And I think Punjab fans are really looking, waiting for him as well. So
same, yeah. Okay, let's go with
PBKs.
PPK on this one. So let's see how many of our predictions go
Yeah.
correct. And but definitely these are the guys who will catch many eyeballs at the auction table. Shubham Dubey, Urvil Patel, Bipin Saurabh, Pulkit Narang, Atit Sheth, Manwant Kumar, Ravi Teja, Abhimanyu Singh Rajput, Ashutosh Sharma, and Ramandeep Singh. So this is our top 10 list. If you have some other players in mind, do drop your player's name or list in the comment section below. And do like and share this video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel for more engaging stuff related to the upcoming IPL auction and player retention strategies.